Well, hello friends, welcome to Rewake videos. My name is William. Actually, welcome to our new podcast that is produced by Rewake videos, which is called Everything Money. So here, what we're trying to do is that we are trying to actually show you how the markets are, well, sometimes opening and sometimes closing, and sometimes how they are performing during the day. The whole point is to be able to help you to get the information that you need, so that you can be able to know when to invest, which is a proper time or proper how can I put it, a company to invest in. And in so doing, you'd be able to have the necessary tools which will be able to help you in order for you to be able to, be able to make a very decisive decision which will be able to assist you. But other than that, everything money is all about giving you the current information that will help you to make a decision on if you want to invest inbound or out. Not banks, companies are performing, how things are going in the economy, how the top 40 companies are performing, how the markets are going within South Africa, so that you can be able to have, again, more information for you to be able to make a decisive and a decision which will make you succeed in terms of making more money with your finances. So welcome to Rewake videos. Everything is money. Everything money. So basically what we're trying to do is to be able to assist you, right? We're trying to give you the tools which will be able to assist you in order for you to be able to make proper decisions. I remember when I started, I made many mistakes myself when it comes to especially I started with Forex. I remember my wife and I were still living in Tokoza, and I was trying to figure it out, how it works and so forth, and I didn't have the proper tools, and I didn't know how it worked and how we can be able to succeed, for lack of a better word, make more money, have passive income, have dividends and so forth. But now that we are growing, we are able to have these tools which will be able to help us. So I was looking at, okay, when we get to this, right? So I'm using MetaTrader here. So when we get, and well, I placed it at 1 minute, and yeah, I placed it at 1 minute. And we're also looking at dollar versus rand, and we're looking at euro versus rand, and also we're looking at British pound versus rand. So as you can see, the way it's performing currently, let me just open it. As you can see, so as you can see, the way it performed today, let me put it on 1 day so that you can be able to see. So dollar went up with 14.14. So this from, okay, let me draw from here, right? And also let me do it from here. Oh gosh, here. You see this? For a lot, sorry about that. For a lot of day traders, they were able to make profit when you look at that, right? So when you look at, let me do it again. Let's take it from there. Yes. and let's take it from here to there. So day traders were able to make profit. People who are trading currency, forex, they were able to make profit, if you know. But there are others who traded maybe here. You see, these are medium term investors. Here we're looking at a day, right? This is a day, right? But when you look at here, it's from 2000 and up, in terms of making their money back, right? So this is dollar versus rand, and people make money with this because they know already how it's going to end. They know that dollar is stronger, right? So when you go to British pound, you see that it's 23. I think when it started, I don't remember how much was it, but you can see there's a decline, and usually people invest in this hoping that it will go up. So, but you can see that there's a huge decline here, and when you look at medium-term investors who invested from April 18th. No, man, this is, sorry, I thought it was a day. So fine, it went up, so they made money. I thought I placed it on a day. I didn't place it on a day. So today they made money, but for medium-term investors, as you can see, people who invested in the 25th of March to date, who traded here. But as you can see, there is a push, so hopefully it will be able to get where it was before, which is here. And once it gets here, then they'll be able to make profit. And let's look at Euro versus ZAR. Let's put it on day again. As you can see, there is went up just a bit, but for those who are medium-term investors, they losing money here. So forex is really dodgy for those who don't understand it, right? But if you study it, you would know when to buy and when to sell. So if you watch current news, which Everything Money is here for, they'll be able to tell you and give you direction on how the market might be going, or how currency is going. So for those who sold here, they made money. But for those, or they still making money, they're still making money. But for those who bought here, then they're losing, right? So let's look at euro versus dollar. So as you can see, it's quite stable as well. But let's look at a day. As you can see, if they sold, then they made a bit of profit. But for those who are medium-term investors, as you can see, they lost a bit of money, or they are losing a bit of money. But other than that, this is supposed to help you to be able to delete all selected. Okay, to be able to make a very decisive decision, which will be able to assist you in terms of making profit with your you can't separate stock trading and or from currency from forex, because somehow forex gives you direction on how things are, how currency is being traded, right? So if you think that it's just running alone, then you'll find yourself lost, you might lose a chunk of money because you didn't plan right. So but basically when you pay attention to, let me go back, to euro, no, dollar and daily. Yeah, when you pay attention to how it's going, and you pay attention to if it's growing or not, and how it's performing. You see, dollar is growing. That's a given. We might wake up tomorrow and it's 20.1, and day after that it's 19 again, and so forth. That's a given. So people trade these normal currencies because they know where it might go. But again, you have to have strategies, and you have to study, you have to look, so that you can be able to know. But basically, I'm showing you, stock traders, and investors as a whole, currency plays a huge role in stock trading. That's why I have this page open. It plays a huge role, and we cannot say that, hey, I'm not a stock trader, I have to focus on I'm not a forex trader, I have to focus on stocks only. No, these things go hand in hand. And when you realize that they go hand in hand, then you'll begin to see that, hey, in order for me to make profit, I have to balance. That's how we learn, and that's how we grow. I want us to also take a look at the JSE website. I want us to take a look at the JSE website because it's let me do this. Yeah, the JSE website gives us direction as to what is happening in the markets. They give you details that you need. So as you can see, it's closed currently. So when we look at the all share, we see that it closed at 0.38% high. So it went up. And when we look at where is property, all property, it went up with 0.25% in the morning, at about 10 to 11 or 10 to 12 in the morning and afternoon. It went down with 0.03, but now I see that it kicked up again to 0.25, which is good. And all share, like I said, went up with 0.38%. You can see the numbers as displayed there. That what, I wouldn't say that the markets are performing awesomely. I would say that we are getting there. When you look at the top 40 here, when you look at the top 40, you see that they went up with 0.43. Let's go down. Let's click here. I just want to take a look at Swamp Thing. Right. I was wondering why it's not opening, but it looks like it's a bit slow. So let's click on ETF. So I'm looking for Cetrix top 40. Cetrix top 40. Actually, I can search it here. Okay, is it slow, or did I type my spelling error? Okay. Let's click on ETF again. I think we can find it's not a problem. There we go. Cetrix, where's top 40? Top 40, rough ETF, no. Is it the one? Is it the one? Is it Neo? I don't think it's the one because it's written just top 40. Right, so let's see. Quite slow, but anyway, the information that I'm showing you will help you to be able to see if everything is improving on but today's the 18th, so I don't know why it's not there, but you can see that there is a pickup, so there's a bit of growth. The 16th, 17th, I'm sure 18th as well, it went up. So this confirms that the information given in the first page of the JSE, right? Yeah, so this confirms this information. The top 40 companies are doing well. Not well, but it went up with 0.23%, which is good for investors because 0.43%. Sorry, I was looking at tradable property. So, which is good for investors. Weight top 40, also 0.43. Capped shareholder weight all shares 0.37. Capped shareholder weight top 40 0.41. Let's go down. Let's go back down. I want us to look at companies as well, like our favorite companies. So we're going to look at the first one, Foresight, and after that we're going to look at maybe Sasol and APSA. Yeah, let's look at those three, and maybe African Rainbow, so that we can get a feel of how those companies are performing, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, they are part of the top 40 companies in South Africa. So come and see. When we look at, I want to look at 5 days. Let's look at 5 days, okay? So we can see that for short-term investors, it's a bit stable, but went up. If it went up, then that means they made a bit of money back, or But for medium-term investors, let's look at 12 months. There's a bit of growth. You can see from here to here. There's that growth, and so those medium-term investors were able to make money. But for long-term investors, people who want to invest money so that they can take their children to school, or maybe retire, have dividends and so forth, you can see that there is growth. A person who's invested in 2021 until today, there is a huge growth. So they were able to make money. So we're just going through information. Remember that I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I certified with FISCA. So we're just going through information so that you can be able to have the information that you need so that you can be able to make a proper decision when it comes to investing. So let's look at ABSA. As you know, I love ABSA, I love Standard Bank, FNB. I love our banks, when it comes to investing, because with investments, NetBank, it helps people with loans and property and buying cars. I don't know what's the point of Capitec, but it's to make things cheaper, I guess. Let's look for day traders, if day traders were able to make money. Oh, there's a dip. Actually, there has been a huge dip for the past couple of years. Let's go to 1 year. You see there's a bit of stability. Okay, so let's look at 3 years. So it's a stable or balanced investment. There is that growth, but at the same time, it's not a big growth. It's not aggressive. So for long-term investors, if you want to put money away so that you can get it later on and make a couple of thousands or more back, so ABSA is the way for you to invest. For medium-term investors, I'm guessing you would need money after 12 months. Maybe you want to buy a house or something. I don't think this will be a proper, you would need an aggressive, because this one is quite balanced. And let's go for 6 months. You see, it's quite balanced. But for day traders, I think they're risky when they invest with ABSA. But let's look at Sasol. Where is it? Where are you, Sasol? Sasol Limited. Oh, yes. So, okay, we're waiting for the graph to pop up. I don't know why it's performing slow, because I'm always on this website. So let's start with day traders. Let's look at day traders. So someone who invested on the 2nd of April until the 12th of April, it's about 10 days, they were able to make profit, a huge profit. But if you invested here on the 12th, to date, you lost a bit of money, or you're losing a bit of money. So let's look at medium-term investors. Let's go to 6 months. 6 months. So you can see that it's a slow decline, but again, it's Sasol, so it always kicks back up. It's a very big company. Let's look at 12 months. You see, so for medium-term investors, it's a very balanced, stable investment that you would make here. So let's look at 3 years. You see, it's not really aggressive, but you can see the difference between May 2021 and May 2022. That's just about a year. But you can also see a difference between May 2022 and May 2023. It's a year difference. Something happened of growth in terms of their revenue. Let's look at, what you call this? Let's look at African Rainbow. Let's look at African Rainbow. Maybe we'll close with Tungela. Nah, let's leave it. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. But let's look at African Rainbow. African Rainbow, not African Dawn. We want African Rainbow. Where are you? African Rainbow. Let's look at this one. That's the one that I'm looking for. All right, so remember, guys, this information is meant to help you to be able to search for companies that you need, so that you can be able to invest, so that you can be able to get the information that you need. I believe every information is important. Let's start with day traders. So when we look at a person who invested on the 3rd of April and took out their money on the 12th of April, they were able to make profit. And also the person who took out money, who invested on the 12th of April until the 17th, maybe 18th, they made a bit of profit. We can see if people made their profit or not. So let's look at medium term investor. Medium term. So you can see that this is a stable investment company. So it's really balanced. You know that you got your money safe. You know the company's not gonna get liquidated soon. Also let's look at long term. So long term, you can see that it's a bit, it's still balanced. It's still balanced. You'll make your own money, but you have to pay attention when it spikes up like this, like it did on January 2023. Then you can say, okay, let me take out my money and invest it somewhere else, or use some and do this and do that. So yeah, let's go to ETFs. We were just at ETFs now. So ETFs, ETFs are cheap. ETFs are good to invest in. So it's important for you to think about it whenever you've in what you call this ETFs. So you would look into your top 40 companies. So I would encourage you to invest in Satrix top 40, your what you call it, Signia top 40, Invest top 40. Where is it? Top 40. Yeah, there we go. So that you can diversify your portfolio, and also think about property ETFs, mining ETFs, so that you can diversify. So if you're investing maybe 400 Rand a month, so you would say 100 Rand goes to Signia top 40, another one goes to Satrix top 40, another one would go to Invest top 40, and maybe one would go to property, and maybe another one would go to mining. So you have diversified 500 Rand a month. So when you have that, then you know that your portfolio is growing. So guys, basically I was just giving you information on the whole ordeal of investing and finding proper information and being able to sit down and research, find the information that you need, grow, because that's why we are here. We are here to encourage you to grow and be able to try and diversify your portfolio. So as we look at how things are going in our economy, when we look at how things are going with politics, what politicians are saying, what they're promising, that there's always an upside and a downside, because you don't really know where the apple is going to fall. You might think that everyone is going to vote for EFF, but when you turn around, everyone is voting for ANC or DA or so you don't know where the apple is going to fall. But wherever the apple falls on, you need to be able to know this information so that you can be able to make a decisive decision for your investment, so that you can be able to decide in your mind and in your heart if you're going outbound, so that you can save your money or grow in your finances outbound for the next 5 years until this government goes out, the new government goes out, or all those decisions, you make them based on the information that you are collecting. And that's why Rewake videos exist. We create all these podcasts so that you can be able to have the information that you need. But other than that, guys, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button, make sure that you you are with us, you communicate with us, ask questions, so that we can be able to grow together. Share this video, share this podcast, so that people can be able to know, the tools that we are using. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Just minor information, things that some of you already know that you need to be reminded, so that you can be able to sit down and say, hey, okay, perhaps I didn't think right when it comes to investing in a particular company. Let me take out that money and maybe take it outbound, or let me take that money that I've invested outbound and invest inbound, and so forth. Guys, I also want to encourage you to invest in the companies that you work in. Invest in the companies that you work in. If your company is on the JSE, then make sure that you put maybe 100 Rand or 200 towards that company, so that it's your company. You have shares, and the groceries that you are buying, the products that you are using, try and invest in those things so that you can regulate money. You pay for that product, but at the same time, because you have invested in it, it's like money coming back to you. It might not be a lot, but at the same time, you have made a smart move. So so other than that, guys, that's me. Just gonna leave you with the currency table so that you can be able to watch it, and be able to see how things are performing, how well our market is, our currency is performing. But remember, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification button. I think I'm gonna leave it just 4 tables so that you can versus Rand, and how it's performing. So guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. Enjoy your evening.